Welcome to Sacred Rebellion. We can all feel within us that deep yearning, that inner knowing of living in harmony with the earth, all beings, and ourselves. Sacred Rebellion is the pathway to unlearning and unplugging from the colonial, capitalist, white supremacist patriarchy and realigning ourselves with Source, our soul, the earth, and all that is. I'm your guide on this journey, and I'm Megan Myers. I'm a spiritual teacher and therapist who has been on a lifelong quest to unravel the truth of who we are and why we're here. And it's led me right here, right now, to this moment, sharing all the knowledge that I've gained with you. Inside of us, we know that there is a better way to be living on this earth. But the toxic overculture that we live under has polluted our minds, colonized our hearts, and left us unable to imagine what could possibly be next, and that we even have the power to affect change. And the truth is, they are scared of our power. That is why they have alienated us from each other, from ourselves, and from the earth, because they know that is the source of our power. And so as we work together over the coming weeks, months, years, all in the ever unfolding now, we will return to that ancient wisdom within our bones, in tune with the earth, in tune with ourselves, and healing the relationship between each other and all beings on this earth. Sacred Rebellion is really, it's a spiritual path. There's so much of the new age spirituality, the healing and the crystals and the tarot and the astrology and all of that is important. I'm not diminishing that in any way. But when you don't do the work of really unplugging from the colonial, capitalist, white supremacist patriarchy, ooh, that's a mouthful, then you continue to just reproduce it in different ways. So when we look at spirituality today and the new age and wellness sectors, what we see is that same rugged, individualist, capitalist spirituality. Because many people, specifically white practitioners, have not done the work of divesting themselves from these illusions of power that have colonized our minds and our hearts. And so this spirituality, this path, is about unlearning those things, unplugging from them. Because when we do so, we truly deeply heal ourselves. We can no longer hurt each other in the same capacities. We know that our collective liberation is tied together. I cannot be free if you are not. And we also know that everything we need, all of our healing, all of our wisdom, lives within the earth. And she is calling to us. In some moments, she is screaming to us to return to her, to pick up the old wisdom, put it on like our old favorite cloak, let it hold us and remind us of what we truly know inside. It is an ancient wisdom that lives deep in our bones. And that is why when we go out into nature, we feel a deep healing like we have never before experienced, when we cannot experience anywhere else except in communion with her, with the earth. So, what will we be talking about? Well, sacred rebellion is multifaceted, and I will be speaking about a lot of things. Of course, I will be speaking about learning from the earth, aligning ourselves with her seasons, her cycles, her wisdom, her knowledge, showing up in gratitude, reverence, and respect for all that she gives, and different ways for us to allow her to love us in the way that she does. I'll also be talking about the ego, the mind, our thoughts, practices to support controlling them, becoming aware of our thought processes and how our ego controls our life for the worse, and how our collective human ego is destroying the world. We'll be talking about this moment in humanity's history and the fact that we have every single one of us, incarnated here for a reason, that you have a purpose here today, and it may not be what you think it is, or maybe it's exactly what you thought, and yet the fears prevent you from living that truth. We're going to talk about how to do that, how to step out of the fear, jump into the unknown, ride the wave that the universe presents us to allow our greatest dreams to unfold. We'll also talk about the practice, because oftentimes when spirituality is colonized and capitalized on, it wants to offer you a quick fix. And the truth is, there is no quick fix to this work. We need to get uncomfortable. We need to allow change to happen. We need to cultivate discipline. And we need to show up even in the hardest moments. Because our simple actions can affect change. So we'll talk about practices like meditation, pranayama, yoga, ritual, prayer. Different things that you can cultivate in your life to help this unfolding, this unleashing of the true you. This is about healing ourselves so fully, so completely, that our healed nature supports the collective liberation of all. And so that also means finding different ways to take action, big and small, to create and affect that change within ourselves, our communities, and the world at large. Because sacred rebellion is a spiritually active practice. Sacred activism. We are not powerless. We are limitless. And they are scared of what we can do when we are together. You are not alone. You have never been alone. We are all in this together. And together we will build and create the worlds that we know and dream are possible, that care for all of us, that provide for us and allow us to live in harmony with the earth, ourselves, and each other. All of it is possible and more. It's time to unleash our inner creators, play and dance with the universe, and sacredly rebel together. I hope you'll join me on this journey. Thank you.